Yo, boom. Yo, I'm listening to Consoy today, bro. We're finna watch 14-year-old assassin on the run for 3 bodies. And his dad is the Getaway driver. You feel me? I'm not finna do too much talking in the intro. But, hey, I'm gonna give y'all a reason to like this video by the end of the video. I'm not gonna lie. Let's get to this.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on a 14-year-old assassin that's on the run for 3 murders. And his father is charged with being the getaway driver. December 26th, 2021. It was just before 8 p.m. when calls went out for multiple gunshot victims at a Texaco gas station in Garland, Texas.
Of course.
Arriving on scene, officers entered the food market and discovered a bloodbath. A body laid by the dining area, another body by the bathrooms, and a third body was slumped in the corner in front of the drink coolers. They were all dead, and they were all just teenagers. A 4th victim was found wounded, fighting for his life as paramedics arrived on scene, transporting him to a nearby hospital with a hole in his chest. Officers knew from previous incidents that the Texaco had multiple surveillance cameras both inside and out.
Wait, so by assassin, does he mean like real assassin, bro? Like he was paid to get them? Well, getting paid is like hitman, but is he like actually an assassin, bro? Or is he just like has some ops? You feel me? Like what even is an assassin, bro? What?
I'm gonna dance so you can hear me.
Like being sneaky? What makes an assassin, bro? I don't know.
And we're able to get the video of the shooting
let me
from
know.
the owner. As the video was being transported to the police station, a man showed up to the shooting scene as it was still being processed. The man was a father who received a call saying his son had been shot. Showing officers a picture of his 16-year-old son, Ivan, they confirmed he was inside of the store and was already gone. His body slumped in the corner of the market by the coolers. Detectives were contacted by another man, this time an uncle, who said his 14-year-old nephew Xavier had went to the store in his vehicle and hadn't returned. His description matched the body that was found in the dining area. 2 females arrived at the police station saying they were told their 17-year-old brother Raphael had been shot and they desperately wanted to know his status. They were both escorted to an interview room where they received the devastating news their brother had been killed. When asked if they knew of anyone that would want to harm him, one of the sisters said no, adding that he had ran away from home 9 months ago and had been living with a friend she wasn't fond of and didn't want him hanging around. The last time they'd spoke to him was Christmas Eve and he'd seemed to be in good spirits. The detective asked if Raphael was gang affiliated, to which both sisters said no, but they did say he liked posting pictures holding guns and pointing guns on Instagram. One of the sisters then forwarded a picture to the detective of Raphael holding a gun with a green laser and another picture of his friend wearing a ski mask as he held a silver handgun with an extended magazine. Both sisters were thanked by the detective for their cooperation before leaving, and only a few hours would pass when detectives were contacted.
Of course they gonna thank him. That's what they want, bro. Making their job easy.
The sisters. She'd received a message on Instagram from a fake account saying your brother dead as fuck. She'd forward 2 more messages between 2 different accounts saying
what?
Brother dead as fuck. She'd received a message on Instagram from a fake account saying your brother dead as fuck.
Actually. Go to your inventory.
Yeah, bro. No wonder this nigga got caught. No wonder, bro. You telling me you gonna murk a nigga, and then text his sis in the time span of a week, and on top of that, you gonna say your brother is dead? Bro, niggas really don't think nowadays, bro. They really, like, what was the point of telling her this? She already knows. Like, bro.
She'd forward 2 more messages
Like, bro.
between 2 different accounts saying, "What happened? Who did it? And it's y'all fucking fault." The last message read, "Northside blood for life. I'ma die behind that on blood. Y'all ain't active."
Okay, so it was some ops. It was some ops. And the nigga that section is even more dumb. Cause now he's giving his affiliation. He's making it so easy. You know how easy it is, bro, to track up. Like, if the cops really wanted to track you, bro, you know how easy it is to track you from a fake account. You will have to either use a VPN or do something, bro, for them not to find out, bro. Cause they hitting up Instagram giving them all the info they need, bro. Instagram just giving it to them. They don't care, bro. So y'all really gotta think, bro. Like, if you're gonna do a hit like this, bro, this sounds like he has some ops and he just slid on them. Don't make it known, bro. I know you want your street cred. I know you want to be known as that nigga, bro. Like I always say, bro, it's a double-edged sword. Cause best case scenario, there's 2 ways. Actually, 3 ways. The 3 ways is what happens to this dumbass nigga and he got caught. The other ways is, 1, you get caught, but then you cop a plea deal, and then you feel me, that's the ultimate street cred. Cause nigga, you did your time, you came out, you feel me, or you bonded out and they ain't find no evidence on you. Either way, you still get what you wanted. And the third one, my fault. The third one is just not getting caught at all. But if you doing this, especially in the ops, texting their sister, you're gonna get caught. Easy. You making it easy.
Like, gang, that's on blood. Surveillance video would show a white truck parked in front of the store and the driver going into the store to buy medicine. He left, backed up the truck, and circled through the parking lot before stopping. A shirtless teen then exited the passenger side of the white truck before sneaking up on the side of the store, where he opened the front door and started firing. He can be seen switching targets, aiming in different directions as the gun blasts before running back to
So he is an assassin, bro. He was being sneaky with it.
the truck and driving off. In less than 20 seconds, 3 teens were dying and a 4th was fighting for his life. Detectives would look into the fake Instagram account given by Raphael's sister and find a phone number the account was registered to. Detectives then contacted T-Mobile about the number, in which they were able to get an address.
How dumb can niggas be? You're gonna register your phone number? Yeah, bro, you might as well just turn yourself in. I'm not gonna lie, that would have looked better. That would have looked way better. At least put an email, bro. At least make a fake email. Nigga used his phone number. Nice. I wouldn't be surprised if this nigga logged into his Apple with his Apple ID. I wouldn't be surprised.
Raphael's sister and find a phone number the account was registered to. Detectives then contacted T-Mobile about the number, in which they were able to get an address.
Of course.
With the address, they'd search through a student database, finding a 14-year-old who could be seen on Facebook wearing a dark wristband on his left wrist, the same wristband worn by the shooter.
Of course,
video.
bro.
Department records located an incident report from November where a group of teens was shot at by another group, and one of the victims named this 14-year-old as being part of the group that shot at them. SWAT executed a search warrant at the teen's house, placing him in custody and transporting him for an interview. The teen knew what had happened at the Texaco and who was killed, but denied having any part in the shooting, and even went as far as naming who was driving the truck and who he believed fired the gun. He added he was scared of 2 individuals specifically, as they had threatened him in the past. The 14-year-old was released after police determined he was nothing but a scared kid trying to play gangster online by trolling the victim's sister. Before his interview ended, a man walked into the police station to turn himself
Or maybe that's what he wants you to think.
in. His name was Richard Acosta, and he said he'd seen pictures of himself all over the news. He was immediately recognized as the driver of the truck who walked into the store and drove off with the shooter. Richard was arrested and charged with capital murder for his involvement with the murder of 3 victims, and soon after, news would break his 14-year-old son was wanted for murder. Police were now looking for a different 14-year-old, Abel Elias Acosta, who could be seen in a picture holding a handgun. It was determined he was the shooter who exited his father's truck and fired a .40 caliber handgun with an extended magazine over 20 times in retaliation. The father would claim he didn't know his son was armed with a gun at the time, and that his son had said he needed to buy something from the store when he got out of the truck. The father said he heard shots and his son came running back, so they drove off as he didn't know what was happening and went home, where his son got into another vehicle and fled. The father's lawyer would say in court he had no knowledge that his son was going to do what he did, and that his son had previously been bullied, assaulted, and robbed for his necklace in the past.
And now we got a father versus son going up against each other. That's how it goes, bro. Like father, like son, bro.
Investigators determined the 15-year-old store employee who survived the shooting was innocent, and 14-year-old Xavier was also innocent and just happened to be there at the wrong time. Police believe Abel targeted Raphael and Ivan specifically, and possibly because of a gang affiliation.
Definitely.
Since the shooting, posts were spread across social media saying "Free Pyro" and referring to him as a blood gang member.
Bro. I know like niggas like to flex they blicks and shit, bro, but at least flex a blick, bro, that you're not gonna use. At least flex a blick that's registered. Cause if you take a flick like this, and this nigga probably used this weapon in the case, I think this is literally Class A evidence. That's what it's classified as. Because Class A is like pictures and shit like that. And Class B is like testimonies and statements and shit like that. I know it's one of those categories. But bro, like... And I be telling niggas too, bro. Like certain people that I be seeing, that I know, they be getting busy. And they be posting the posts on Snap, on Insta, even Facebook, bro. And I'm like, bro, you can't. I always swipe up and say, nigga, be careful. You never know who's watching. You never know who's watching, bro. You feel me?
The messages sent to one of the victim's sisters referenced the Northside Bloods, and photos on Instagram would show a masked teen throwing up gang signs in front of the candle visual left in front of the store the 3 victims died at. He would hashtag NSB for Northside Bloods, WWK, and fuck your dead homies. WWK is believed to stand for West Walnut Killer. West Walnut being a major street that runs through Garland, Texas, and the same street the shooting took place at. It's also the neighborhood Raphael grew up in, and Pyro can be seen in a picture next to a wall that says WWK. A private Instagram page belonging to Raphael had a bio that read Eastside 13 BK. Eastside 13, or Eastside 13, is a Mexican gang that formed in LA and rivals the Bloods, hence the BK standing for Blood Killer. While Raphael's sisters claim he had no gang affiliation and only posed with guns on Instagram, it could have been this same affiliation that was the reason he was targeted. At the time of this video being made, Abel Acosta, or Pyro, is 13 days on the run, with many assuming he's fled for Mexico. Spared from the possibility of a death sentence because of his age, his father still faces the possibility of death if convicted. Now, I don't know if y'all have seen the entire video. I can't show the entire video on YouTube, but it was savage. And for a 14-year-old to do something like that is insane. I can't imagine that just he himself, without any influence from anyone else, decided that he wanted to murder 3 people.
Nah, bro. Nah. He had influence. You don't see his dad? You could tell, bro. He don't got good influences. So it's like, come on. Nowadays, you walk, bro, and the old heads don't even talk to the youngins no more. You feel me? Like, I'm a part of the new age, bro, and I could see that myself. So if I could see that, bro, and I'm the new gen, that's a problem. You feel me?
This kid literally was just taking aim and switching targets while he's fucking shooting. This shit looked almost professional. Had he had 2 hands on the gun, I would have thought he was trained. But the fact that he had 1 hand on the gun, his other hand is on the door, leaving behind fingerprints, it seemed sloppy. But he knew what he was doing at the same time.
Yeah, not
now,
his
as
first
far
time.
as the father goes, in my opinion, it looks like the father walked into the store to see who was in there because he knew he wouldn't get recognized. He pretended to buy something, walks out, tells his kid, hey, so-and-so, we're in there. His kid goes in and fires everybody up. And I don't believe he didn't know his son didn't have a gun.
He knew.
Because his son doesn't even have a shirt on.
Yeah,
so
bro.
you're telling me you got a 40 with an extended magazine sitting in your fucking pocket and your father can't see this shit busting out the shorts? Like, I'm not going for that. But I'm not the judge. I'm not the jury. My opinion doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
I'm just telling y'all what I think. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. I'm not going to hear that and be like, oh, yeah, the dad's innocent. And then he just drove off and then his kid got into another car and fled. And his father didn't think that that was an issue. Nah, I feel like because this is in Texas, his father's gonna get fried. If he's spared on a death sentence, he's definitely gonna get a life sentence. And if they can't find the son who's actually the shooter, they're damn sure gonna punish the father. But all around, this case is just wild. Seeing one of the kids standing in front of the visual, throwing up his set, saying "fuck your dead homies." That's gangbanging. It doesn't come as a surprise. I'm surprised he didn't kick the candles and make a fucking video.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's horrible. Kids, literally kids, getting killed. It's not something that should be happening, but it happens.
Yeah.
It's a surprise, but it isn't, right? It happens
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
This is gangbanging. This isn't any rap beef or anything like that. It's just straight gangbanging.
Yeah.
Hood shit. Motherfuckers want a beef. Motherfuckers want a reputation. And this is the end result. Dead kids and another kid on the run for 3 fucking murders and an attempted murder for the 15-year-old who now has a zipper scar. Complications he's gonna have to live with. But let me know y'all thoughts in the comments.
That's the video. We're gonna start to risk off to the chin. You feel me? That's the video. Let me know what you think about this. This is crazy. This is crazy. His dad definitely knew. He didn't know. He definitely didn't know. So, I mean, he definitely didn't not know. That's what I'm meant to say. But hey, that's the video. I'm finna catch you on the next one, man. Stay safe.